Yes, there, Rita. Make sure we got everybody, and I'll get us up and running here. Getting the shit. I'm looking on the. I can try to go into the party. You in the party, Warren? Damn it. All right, hang on. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm sorry, official. We're full up, and it's past the call time. Call time was 7. When you're running late like that, though, you can still shoot a message onto the list or something along those lines and tell us that, you're looking to make an entry. You're just running behind to get there beforehand. But I got a full up room as it is. So my apologies. It's the same deal tomorrow night, though. I got to get them going. Yeah, use the message list, because in a situation like this, everybody thinks they're in the race. If I let them in, somebody's getting bumped. You know what I mean? And so that's fine if it's somebody who checked in half an hour ago via message. It's not fine when it's somebody who just jumped in. Their other guy's not going to be happy about it. All right, so let me get you guys up and running here. Welcome, night 2 of SCL season 23 Daytona Speed Weeks. This is this is the Marlboro Challenge and the Marlboro Open. It's the IndyCar Series All-Star Race. This is the first one. As I said before, it's pretty much just like the Busch Clash that we've been running for 12 seasons, though, going back to season 12. So it's one for the All-Stars now on the IndyCar side. This first race is the Marlboro Open. It is for the non-All-Stars. You guys are all in the race. So this is just a chance for you guys to shine on your own and try to get a win out here. It's going to be a 10-lap race. So it's a 10-lap sprint here for the Super. We're picking up your mic, man. It's a 10-lap sprint here for the non-All-Stars, and then we will go to the main event, which is the Marlboro Challenge. We'll go over the 3-segment format and how all that works once we get to there. I'm going to read off here who your open starters are, the non-All-Star drivers. Open starters are WKK, Devil Dog, Daz, Joey, Callie, Staza, One Shoe, Wanma, and Muttley. The rest of you are not going out on track. You can stay in this room, but when it spits you out, just retire to the pit box. All of us, we have 16 entries, so all of you are getting through. All right. We got 13 laps there on the board. You guys, you are going to start this race wherever it spits you out. Just an exhibition, so line up where you're at. All right, you're going to come out. You're going to do a lap under pace. Pace speed is 75 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. So you go 75. It's a 75 mile per hour pace speed. You're going to roll around one time and then everybody makes a pit stop. You'll be allowed to change your tires, fill your fuel, do whatever you want to the car. And then you're going to roll back. Super, we can hear you, man. All right, all right, no problem. So, all right, so we got you're gonna roll around, make your pit stop, get your tires and pressures and all that on there. Come rolling back out. Once you get lined up, the start is double file, so the inside evens to the outside. Restarts are single file. It's standard North American Tour rules tonight, which is, caution flags are called if there has to be a multi-car incident. You have to have contact between two cars and spin, wreck, have a full incident. Little wall kisses don't count. You save the car, keep it going, still green. When the cautions come out, you slow down, line up single file in the order you were running in. For this open race and for the excuse me, I don't believe for this open race we're definitely not going to open the pits. So you just get lined back up and go back at it. After this race, we will go to the challenge and begin that one, and we'll go through all the segments there. All right, so you guys know which ones of you are starting. I'll read it down once again. Starters are WKK, Devil Dog, Daz, Joey, Callie, Stas, One Shoe, Juan, and Muttley. All right, let's make sure you guys are all in the right cars here. Yeah. Yeah, but you're just gonna retire to the pit box. Gonna let. All right, guys. I think you're. It's the active driver's feed. All right, you guys ready to go? All right. All right, open starters. Good luck. Do we need to make a broadcast booth for this one? Yes, why not? Let me go to the party. Yes, just go retire to the pit box. All right. I'll get them going and then jump in there. All right, guys, good luck. Me and Warren jump in the booth. Rita, can you handle the race directing for this one? Okay. Oh, you're running this one. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys are running this one. All right, I'll hop in there and get us up and running. Good luck, guys. All right, hopefully coming through the broadcast. Welcome, this is Carlin Hicks here at the Daytona International Speedway, Night 2 of SCL Season 23 Daytona Speed Weeks. Looking at it right there, I'm going to get my audio correct for you guys. We welcome you. Last night, those of you who watched the Daytona Sports Car Showdown saw a great show of racing, and we expect to see the same here tonight. Tonight's event is the Marlboro Open and the Marlboro Challenge IndyCar All-Star races. This first race here is the Marlboro Open. This is for the non-All-Stars that will be racing their way in. They're all going to make their way in, as we have exactly 16 entries, but the chance for them to shake it down here in a 10-lap sprint. Then we will get to the 3-segment Marlboro Challenge IndyCar All-Star Race, night 2 of 11, SCL Season 23 Daytona Speed Weeks. And I believe the gang is ready to fire it up and let it roll, as we are going to be with you here on the track on the SCL Racing Network. This is the 10-lap sprint, the Marlboro Open. We'll have a series of onboards for you to follow at the Marlboro Challenge here immediately following this. Glad to have you all here. I'm going to get myself back to the box. Looks great, but going to retire the pit box here and get ourselves onto the monitor. These guys are going to be starting in whatever order they came out in, and we'll wait till they make their pit stops here on the way around and give you the rundown. As I said, night 2 of SCL Season 23 Daytona Speed Weeks. Tomorrow night we've got the Busch Clash, which is the Winston Cup All-Star Race, followed by the first round qualifying for the Daytona 500. Sunday, second round qualifying Daytona 500, followed by the Gatorade Duels. And Speed Week Season 23 kicks off. Second season we've been here on PlayStation 4 in the Project Cars game after many years on the Gran Turismo franchise. And we're just going to have a great event tonight. We've got these 9 open drivers. We've got 7 SCL IndyCar Series All-Stars, including yours truly, that will be running here in the Marlboro Challenge along with this group of, I'd say upstarts. There are a couple of veterans in here, but not veteran IndyCar drivers. Staza, WKK, the One Shoe. These guys have experience. They haven't won in the IndyCar Series to earn an automatic qualification here, but we're definitely going to see something here when we get to the beginning of this event. We call this race really is a warm-up for next week's IndyCar Series opener, which is one of our biggest events, the US 400. And running the IndyCars here on the Daytona International Speedway, we call it the wildest ride in motorsports, and it truly is. These cars will reach upwards of 240 miles per hour in the draft. It is definitely not just driving around in the circle. You've got a lot of car control involved. You got to have your roll bars, everything. We do run spec cars here in the SCL. As a result, you're allowed to use your tech package and your roll bars and all that stuff. Tire pressures make a big difference, and that's what these guys are doing. As we tell guys, spec settings is just spec transmission and suspension. The rest of it, what you do with your wheel settings, what you do with all the rest of it, makes a very big difference. And I believe we'll see that here as these cars are making a stop, and we'll be coming out for the start of this 10-lap. There's 13 on the board for us as we include the pace laps for continuity's sake, so we'll see 13 laps here for the Marlboro Open. Last night in our opening events, the Daytona Sports Car Challenge, we saw GT3 winner Stay Down Killin. He also won in the LMP class, and then we saw Hossack taking victories in the GTE and the Daytona prototypes. These cars are coming out of the pits. It looks like Muttley is going to be on the pole. Let me go ahead and give you guys your rundown order. Muttley from Wacky Racers Incorporated, he's in the 35 car right there. He will be on the pole. Starting second is longtime SCL veteran One Shoe from TOW Racing. One Shoe, and I believe about his 8th or 9th season in the SCL, has not won an IndyCar race. He'll be starting second. Starting third is Staza. Staza, of course, running for Blue Flag Racing, a winner in sports cars. Starting fourth is Daz in the blue number 10 from Team Dana Moore Racing. Starting fifth will be rookie driver Joey. from Wacky Racers. He's in the 14 ABC Supply Company car. Starting 6th will be Warren Kyle Keith, former Camel GT Series champion. Not a winner in the IndyCar Series. He is in the Sega Keith Motorsports Lucas Oil car, starting 7th. One of the favorites, I'd say, in this race, second-year driver Callie Vitals for TOW Racing in the number 20 Chevrolet. Starting 8th will be Blue Flag Racing's MDR Devil Dog, teammate to Enstaza. He's a longtime SCL veteran. And starting 9th will be Wanma from newly formed Zenith Motorsports. He's a second-season driver, and I think one of your dark horse candidates here today, no doubt. And I'm sure they are getting the 1 to go signal now. And they are going to start doubling up and getting ready for the start here next time by. As I said, great opportunity to get test time as somebody goes around there in a Quiznos car. I believe that was MDR Devil Dog. I'm going to take a look on board and see here what these guys are using. Who's using the tech package properly. Some guys using all of it, some guys using none of it. The smart move is to use as much of it as you possibly can in these cars. You're not tuning them to hug the track. These are spec cars, so use what you got. Going to go ahead and put on your map indicator here so you can see where these drivers are at. Get back to the trackside cam, and Muttley will lead us down. Muttley for Wacky Racers has one of his drivers in the field here, Joey. And we've got just a cavalcade of IndyCar and Indy 500 champions to run in the Marlboro Challenge that follows. Running under the lights here. As I said, the US 400 next week will run in day to night settings, actually. So we should see some very exciting racing here. So let's see if these guys can keep it clean. I mean, these are most of these drivers. We've got some experienced drivers in this field, but we've got some less experienced drivers as well. And we're just going to have to see as they're coming down out of turn 4. And we are going to get the green flag here in the SCL 23 Marlboro Open. Season 23 kicking off. We are so glad to have you with us here on the SCL Racing Network. Muttley's bringing him down. He's got one shoe on the outside beside him. Starts and restarts, folks, always so important. And as they are coming to the line, and we are green, green, green. 9 cars here in the Marlboro Open, one shoe and Muttley side by side. Haven't seen anybody separate just yet. Guys clipping a couple of cones there. This is the big one here in turn 1. Little bounce there out of Muttley, but he settles in and one shoe takes the lead. Cuts down to the inside in that TOW number 6 car, I believe. This car is shuffling around. One shoe's in the lead. Stas has come on the outside. The second, he is neck and neck there with Muttley. Oh, somebody's shooting off to the inside. That looked like Daz to me. Let's take a look if he's gone around. No, he looks like he saved the car. Excellent job of driving there by Daz to stay on that one and in the draft. That was beautiful by the Team Danamore driver. A lot of second-year drivers here, and he is one of the best. Got somebody scraping the wall. Somebody goes around. And I believe the caution may be out there. That was Muttley. And I believe these cars may be slowing down. We have our first caution here on lap 5. Muttley bouncing up, got into the wall. Somebody clipped him as he was up there, and around he went. But as they settle back in, your top 5 is one shoe in first. Joey is in second. Warren Kyle Keith's in third. Wanma's in fourth. And Callie is in fifth. We will get onto our onboard cam here at the back of the field. Pit's not opening here in this race. As they are going to be getting the green next time by here. Looks like Muttley just getting up there. We call it longtime SCL veterans who've been running Daytona for years now call it the sucker hole. You get up there above that those white broken lines in the corner, and it's not the place you want to be. There's, especially with the beautiful live track that SMS Studios has done here on Project Cars 2, you get marbles up there as the race goes on. Not to mention it just doesn't have as much grip as the groove where the rubber's been building up, and these cars are very, very sensitive at the speed that they run. Said one shoe out in front, longtime veteran. I believe he debuted in about season 15. He has shown tons of improvement for a very green driver when he started out, but he still has never won a points race. I know winning the Marlboro Open would be a great feather in his cap, and he would take that trophy case, and he's definitely got a shot here. As we're on board with Muttley from Wacky Racers Inc., the number 35 Honda. He's looking up at Blue Flag Racing's N Staza right in front of him. And these guys are going to get ready to go green. I believe when they take the line now, we will have 7 laps to go at the line. Once you're bringing them up at about 70, 75 miles per hour. I'm going to watch it here from the back. You can see what Muttley's seeing here in front of him as they are green, green, green. A little bit of a stagger there at the back. Muttley plays it smart, gets wide, avoids contact with Stas, and off they go. Somebody up into the wall there. Believe that might be Callie. That is Callie Vitals in the number 22 W car. He's going to fall back in behind Muttley, and we will get back on our trackside cam. Go right in the middle of the field here with Wanma in the number 7 Honda for Zenith Motorsports. All right, cycling back up towards the front. One shoe's hanging on with Joey going to the outside in the number 14 car trying to take the lead. And he does take the lead. Joey, Wacky Racers, into the lead, one shoe behind in WKK. We've got 5 different teams, 6 different teams represented through the top 6. That is SCL competition, folks. He looks like he's got a little bit underneath there. There they are, and there it goes. There is your caution flag. Looks like right there, that white car, I believe, not sure who that was. And that is definitely a yellow. There was a white car. I'm trying to catch who that was. Somebody's on their roof. Enstaza gets himself reset. Daz is in the blue car. I believe that was one shoe. One shoe got down on the apron. He did not have room yet to come back up, and he was getting to the corner. He tried to squeeze back up. Really a racing incident. Somebody should have given him some room there. He had nowhere to go at that point, and up he went and wiped out the field behind him. One shoe's a vet. He knew that was not an intentional move by any means. If you could see it on there, he was coming down to the corner, running out of space to run below it. He needed the guy above him to give him a little room. It didn't happen. And racing accident is what results from it. But one shoe comes out okay, winds up in still in first. Meanwhile, Joey and Devil Dog, the rest of the group falls in well behind him. They're going to have a restart here, and we may be green to the finish. I believe it's 3 laps to go, would be lap 11, and maybe doing it here at this point. And they're going to be green to the finish, and this is going to be a shootout for the Marlboro Open victory. You know, one shoe, the veteran driver that he is, feels bad, but I'm going to tell you guys watching the broadcast right now, you know, he stayed where he was, but when you get to that corner, you have to get up, because if you go on the apron, you're going to come up and wreck somebody anyway. And if you're stuck in that position and you can't get back up, you have to just wedge your way over, and he did about the best he could do in that situation. The only thing else he could have done was, if he was far enough back in the line, check up and take the back, but he was running up front. Checking up was just going to get people on top of him. So he played that about as good as you could, but it's still a situation where you know you caused the accident, regardless of what put you down there. You may have been pushed down there or whatever. You know you wound up making the contact, and it definitely bothers you as a driver. But he's going to bring him around in turn 4 here to the green flag. We've got 4 laps to go as he takes the line on the single file restart. We've got Wanma in the, or I'm sorry, Wenshu in the lead, Wanma in second, Daz in third, Callie in fourth, and Muttley in fifth. And we are green, green, green. 4 laps to go in the Marlboro Open. Hope somebody goes sweeping down to the inside there, but everybody seems to catch it okay. Wenshu taking it high here on the start. It's going to be interesting to see some of these guys. As I said, it's being the Marlboro Open race. These are a lot of guys who are not used to running up front. We'll see how it plays out here towards the end. Callie's trying to find a place to go here on his TOW teammate. He's trying to hook up with him, and if he could possibly hook up with him, these two might be able to break away from the field here. We've got 2 seconds separating the field before we get to the finish. Let's go back here to the chase cam, get on board at the very back of the field here with Warren Kyle Keith. This is what you're looking at back, and we have got a big wreck. Muttley definitely involved, Warren definitely involved, Joey's involved, Devil Dog is involved. Looks like we're in the green to the finish though, because these guys are going out there. Somebody got around on the track, and that was all she wrote there, folks. 3 laps to go, they're racing to the finish. We've got 3 cars busted away out front. Wenshu, his TOW teammate Callie, and Wanma, who has proved to be a much more proficient speedway racer than we originally thought last season. He's looking fantastic, like he has a shot at getting this. But will Callie go for the win? Will he protect his teammate here? That's going to be the interesting thing here, as they're going to be taking the white flag when they hit the line. Wenshu's going to try to stick it to the bottom here. Make them pass you on the outside. If they can get it done, I seriously doubt that his teammate will go with the other car to pass him on the outside. So I believe Callie will take a shot, but his teammate will most certainly probably not go with the 3rd place car. As behind them, you've got Stas and Daz battling in 4th and 5th, but this is it coming down. They're on the backstretch here on the final lap. White flag is out. Wanma tries to get to the outside, but can't find a place to go. Callie is definitely protecting his teammate here, giving him the push. Can Wenshu hang on and win the Marlboro Open? They're coming down to the line. Oop, looks like Callie got into the wall. But it's going to be Wenshu, followed by Wanma, followed by Callie. Wenshu goes into the wall as he takes the checkered flag. Daz will come in 4th, Staza in 5th, Joey comes home in 6th, Devil Dog in 7th, Muttley in 8th, and Warren Kyle Keith in 9. Let's see if we can go off screen for just a second, folks. We're going to get our race winner in here. See if we can get Wenshu in here for a post race. See if we can get Wenshu in here. There are your final results. I'm going to get a screenshot here for you folks for the website, but we've got Wenshu from TOW Racing takes the win. Wanma from Zenith Motorsports comes in 2nd. Callie Vitals is 3rd for TOW Racing. 4th place, Daz from Team Danamore, and 5th, Enstaza from Blue Flag. And there, get them switched over here to the party chat. Let us know when you got us, Wenshu. We're going to try to get a quick interview here with our Marlboro Open champion, One Shoe from TOW Racing. One Shoe, you got us?
Yeah, Carlin, I'm here. I don't know if my microphone's up or not, but I'm here.
I will hope that you are. You've been around a long time. I believe you're entering your 9th season, somewhere
Yes,
around there in the SCL. This your biggest day?
My biggest day was when I beat you at Suzuka.
Yeah, you remembered that. But hey, Marlboro Open champion. You did a great job. Congratulations.
It's another one of those off-season wins, and look, now I got to look for an actual win during a points-paying win.
Oh, absolutely. But I thought you played that perfectly. You made them pass you on the outside. You had help from your teammate back there, giving you protection. You did everything right, and I can tell you one thing for certain, One Shoe. If you are in that position in the US 400 next week, I believe you can win it.
I give it all to my team, Twindies, all his help, and yourself, Rita, everybody in the league who's helped me over these last 9 seasons.
Well, we appreciate it, and you earned it out there. Great job. You're the Season 23 Marlboro Open champion, and we'll see you in the challenge here momentarily.
Right, Carlin. Thanks.
All right, just get you in there. All right, folks, I'm going to be signing off here shortly. We'll be getting up the onboard feeds for the Marlboro Challenge here soon. Thanks for coming out. Once again, congratulations to One Shoe, the winner of the SCL 23 Marlboro Open. For the SCL Racing Network, this is Carlin Hicks signing off.